I be honest with you about something? For a long time, I did not know what grace actually felt like. I heard the word constantly in church, in songs, in scriptures. But when my life was loud and chaotic and overwhelming, I could not find it. I was searching everywhere and coming up empty. And here is what I eventually discovered. I was looking for grace in all the wrong places. Because grace does not show up the way we expect it to. It does not arrive when chaos stops. It does not wait until everything is calm and figured out and under control. Grace meets you right in the middle of the mess, right in the middle of the juggling and the sleepless nights and the decisions you did not ask to make, and the weight you did not sign up to carry. Grace is not the absence of chaos. It is what carries you through it. But here is the part nobody tells you. You have to get still enough to receive grace. Not perfectly still. Not have it all together still. Just still enough to stop drowning out the still small voice that has been trying to reach you through all the noise. That voice says, I see you. I have you. Keep going. That is grace speaking. And it is always there. But we miss it when we are too busy carrying what was never ours to carry alone. I remember what it felt like to operate in chaos as a default. It was all I knew for so many years. Everything was urgent. Everything was heavy. Everything depended on me figuring it out. Until I discovered something that changed everything. I started writing every morning, pouring everything out. The good, the messy, the overwhelming, the questions I did not have answers to. And then I did something that felt strange at first. I invited God in. And I asked him to respond. And he did. Not in a booming voice, but in that gentle, steady, knowing whisper that somehow said exactly what my soul needed to hear. He reminded me who I was and whose I was. And that the chaos I was gripping so tightly was never mine to carry alone. That is co-write with God. And that is where I found grace. So if you are in the middle of something chaotic right now, and I know some of you are, here is what I want you to hear today. You do not have to figure it all out. You do not have to carry it all alone. You do not have to wait for the chaos to stop before you find peace. You just have to get still enough to let grace in. Open a journal, even if you don't know what to write. Start with exactly how you feel. The mess, the overwhelm, the exhaustion. Put it all on the page and then invite God into it. Ask him to show you what he sees. Ask him to show you what he needs you to know, and ask him anything that you want. Then sit quietly and listen. He will meet you right there. He always does. Because here's what I know after years of living this. Everything is better when you trust God with it. Not some of it. Not the manageable parts. All of it. That is not a cliche. That is a lived truth. And when you finally hand it over, really hand it over, what you feel is not weakness. What you feel is grace. And it is the most beautiful exhale you will ever experience. Grace was never far away. It was waiting for you to get still enough to find it. The affirmation of the week is as follows. I release what I was never meant to carry alone. I get still. I invite God in. I receive His grace right here in the middle of my chaos. Everything is always better when I trust Him with it. Grace has been available to you this whole time. You did not miss it. You are actually right on time. And remember, grace is not something you earn or figure out. It is something you receive. So go breathe, go rest, get still, and invite God in. Let Him handle what you were never meant to carry alone. You were never doing this alone. See you next week.